Hi guys, and welcome back to another FM26 non-league to Premier League video here with Bath City. We left off last time looking quite good in the league here, up in third. Not a bad run of games. We haven't lost in the last 5 in the league. Dagenham and Redbridge keep on winning and extending their lead. They've had a couple of dodgy results for them in there, but that's not going to bother them when they're 16 points clear at the top. So this position's almost out now, so we just need to make sure we stay in these playoff spaces and we look towards the playoffs here. We are on 52 points, so even we've crawled ahead here, 7 points ahead of 7th, so we're looking quite comfortable. We are today up against Slough low down in the league in 18th, although they are on a good run of games here. They also haven't lost in the last 5 like us, with some good wins there against Chippenham. Looking into the game today, Binns is coming back into goal. I think he's pushed into the number 1 spot for me. Not many people are going to derail it. And I think we stay with that team. We're still struggling with injuries. Jenkins, Davies and Windsor due back in the next couple of weeks. And then obviously Smith out for the rest of the season, as we keep touching on. Keto up front again. He had a brilliant game last time. And he's been brilliant for us really since he's came in. But the risk of using him up front is we've got no one immediately to replace Danny Greenslade unless we drop Keto back. But the fact they're both playing, by that point in the game, they could both be tired. But I have put together another little tactic that I may look to use in the next couple of games. I've put together a 4-2-3-1 because I'm aware that Parcel could play left back if needs be, and we just go to a flat back 4, and we can bring in wingers, which might give Alves a good opportunity in the team. But we start there with an opportunity for Slough, but that looks like that was offside there. Looking to keep this winning streak going, this good run of games. Like I said, we're quite comfortable up in the playoff spots now, so I'm not overly worried after a few really good results for us in the league against some of our playoff rivals in Chippenham and Torquay. Very big key victories towards our season. And Keto tries the shot there. It's out for a corner here for Bath. A steady open in 10 minutes. I have mixed up these corner routines, and that almost paid off because we actually beat the first man for the first time in quite a few corner kicks. And the ball bounced back here to Russ sitting deep. Parcel over the top. He can't pick anyone out. And Slough will start again here with the keeper. You can see we're dominating pretty much the whole game so far in terms of stats, apart from corners. But we've had the most shots, but none of those being on target. And that is a thing we keep struggling with game by game. And I think we do miss Windsor a lot for those kind of stats, being our top goal scorer this season. Ross will win that back in the middle of the park. Beardmore playing in a more advanced role since Jenkins Davies has got injured. That's a beautiful ball there by Sweeten, and this is what Keto's good at, making those runs in behind. To Beardmore now. Keto and Greenslade playing a couple of lovely 1-2s. Sweeten tries to drill it across the floor, but that's blocked. But we win it back easily with Rains now on the right. Who can he pick out? He picks out Ash. Who can Ash pick out? He picks out Beardmore, and that's a great save from the Slough keeper. And we start here with the Slough keeper now. And we need to probably start looking towards next season with my team, which is hard to do when you're unsure if you're going to stay in the same league or you're going to get promoted, because the playoffs can be a cruel place to be, as we all know. And that's a good shot, and that was a save there by Binns, and a great save at that. Clawing that out the top corner, keeping Bath within the game. Slough getting a couple of opportunities within this game now, and it looks like their keeper's having a great game for him. And it's a tight affair now as we grind in towards the last 10 minutes of the first half. A couple of real good opportunities for Bath not taken, and one brilliant save by Binns to keep Bath in it. They try a ball over the top. Batten does well to get that back to Binns. And Bath now will try and look to poison attack here. A quick roll out to Batten here, pick out Rains easily. That ball over the top to Keto. I keep saying he gets in behind well. And the defender makes the tug, but it falls to Ash, and that is a horrid attempt. absolutely horrible. Maybe one of the worst shots I've ever seen in my life. It felt like one of those where you would kick the ground before you hit the ball there. And Slough now on the ball. Wow, played there by Russ to win the ball back. And the defence, we like to play out from the defence. And Greenslade now. Here find Keto again. Keto's really been dangerous for us these past few games. Greenslade gets the ball in. No one will win that, but Keto does get it back. Sweeten with a long range effort over the bar. And it's been a strong first half so far. Bath really having good opportunities here. They've really got to look to take one. And can they get one now where Keto wins that ball? Here, play it out to Danny. And we go into half time there. A solid first half. But nothing to show for it as of yet. I don't care about this media one. We have been unlucky so far. Just keep on going, Bath. Keep up the first half. And Walker knocks it on too far, and Rains will step in to win that ball back for Bath now. Really, really, really looking to take some of these opportunities. Luke Ross looking very tight in the midfield. Everyone else is looking quite good. We haven't got an immediate Ross replacement with Beardmore now playing up top. We will look to the bench shortly, but this ball's fouled well for Slough, and there take a shot, and that's over the bar. Russ there looking very tired. I will look to immediately take him off in that centre mid spot, and the only real option here is Bauman, and he will do fine. But bringing Bauman on, I'm going to drop Beardmore back. I'm going to have a bit of more of a creative midfield now with Sweeten and Beardmore in there. And here's a throw in the final third into Beardmore now to Greenslade. A couple of 1-2s there, and Greenslade will whip that in. Keto will retrieve that ball to Rains, who will play another ball in. That's well defended. Slough now will look to counter-attack, but that's well won back now. Rains into Sweeten. Sweeten out to Rains again. Rains drive that line. He will. He's cut inside, trick the defender to Ash. A poor return ball towards Rains. But Bath will win it back in the defensive area, and Rains will get a second chance at this ball. Decides not to whip it in first time. He's playing it 1-2s with Sweeten. Sweeten shot block now. And Bath City winning it back again. Sustained pressure here. And it's Bauman now. Here, look out wide. And we come back again. Sweeten on the ball into Ash. To Rains. What will he do? He loses it in a bad position, and this gives chance to Slough to counter-attack. Mikowski driving the line. He's got that in. Danny should handle that decently. He does, but it falls back now. And Slough building up a threat here. And that's an absolutely brilliant finish to the demise of Bath City. Mikowski's cold one brilliantly into that top corner. Nothing that Binns could do about that. And a good bit of play here from Slough. And that little layoff. And he's just whipped it around Baton into the top corner. And Bath City find themselves 1-0 down against a team lurking at the bottom of the table. And we've had plenty of opportunities, and just none have been put in the net. And now Range keeps losing the ball out on that right. And our Slough are about to try and derail our season. Ash wins that back well. Sweeten will play that out to Rains. Rains now loses the ball again. And Rains is starting to perform quite badly there. He keeps losing the ball non-stop. And the team are starting to look jaded, a little bit tired out there now. But that's a great ball. And Keto should be putting that away. That was an outstanding ball into Keto there. Coming up to the last half hour now. Bath City having the best of the game, but they find themselves 1-0 down to Slough, who are struggling down in 18th. This will be great to avoid relegation for Slough, but it will be a knock to Bath City's playoff chances. Especially if this ball ends out in the net, which it doesn't. It's well cleared, but Slough now keep the ball. Play it up. But Keto now gets this. He needs to just drive. He loses the ball. And we're in the 65th minute. And you're about to see, I'm going to pause the game, because you're about to see my tactical genius now. Where we change our team now into a 4-2-3-1. And this is where the team will change. Beardmore doesn't mind playing out wide. Swap him and Ash round. Actually, I'll put Keto there. Ash up top. And this will give a chance for Alves in his natural position to show us what he has got. Bauman's going to play in that cam slot. Tomlinson could come on for Rains, who's looking quite tired and anxious out there. And I feel that's a sensible substitution to make. And for now, we will leave it as it is. Let's confirm those changes and get on with the game. Bath now a change of formation, a change of personnel. Alves getting an opportunity to show us his worth out on that right. And hopefully he can show us what he's worth. A throw in to Slough deep in their own half. Alves tries to win that back, but the Slough player manages to keep that in. And Bath now, we are going to push to a more positive attacking way. Alves on the ball to Sweeten. Sweeten plays a beautiful ball through. Can Bowen do anything there? It's a good block. Falls to Sweeten. He tries to play it through. It's well defended again. And Parsal picks up the ball into Danny to Parsal. And over the top ball looking for Keto. Doesn't quite get there. And we're coming up to the last 20 minutes of the game now. Bath City really need to push for a goal. And that's what we're going to do. And here we are with Slough in the middle of the park trying to play it through Bath. But Bauman gets a good interception in. And a ball over the top towards Ash. That's not going to work, but it does fall back to Tilson to Tomlinson out on the wide. Alves now getting a chance in his natural position. What can he do for us? A ball to the back post towards Keto. But Slough defender does well at the back post. And quickly gets changed into his tracksuit to leave the pitch. We're into the final 10 minutes now. Ash is going to come off. We're going to bring Fisher on. And one final sub. We're going to see Gibbons come on for Parsal. And we're going to rotate the back line there. And here we go again. Tilson on the ball to Danny. Danny looks for another long ball to Bauman. Bauman doesn't win that header. But Parsal retrieves the ball. Down wide with Keto here. To Danny. Both of them out on the left now should provide a threat. But Danny just gives that ball back to Slough. And that is really poor from him. And that's out of play from Slough. Bath City will have a throw-in the final third. Greenslade into Bauman. Bauman to Keto. Keto whips that in. Alves at the back post lurking. It doesn't make it to him, but it falls to Tilton to Gibbons. Gibbons now whips that in. Can Fish win that? He can! And he headers it in the back post. And a slight stroke of genius from the manager here. Change of formation. And a substitute comes on and knocks it in. Fisher, Mr. Reliable, another sub. With the assist in terms of Gibbons, who I've just brought on the pitch. And that's a great ball. And Fisher in the air is hard to beat. And that's a good header. And he brings Bath City back into the game at 1-1. And that is an ideal situation. Bath now with 10 minutes to try and go out and win the game. But Slough will try and make this uncomfortable for them. And they give the ball away easily, and Fisher will hold that up. Into Danny. He knows Keto's out there somewhere. Keto now, he finds Bauman. Can Bauman pick up Fish? No, he can't. He loses the ball. That ball should have gone into the box there from Bauman, ideally. And Slough will clear. And it goes straight to Mikowski, and that's a great bit of control. Out to Myers now. Ball cleared by Gibbons, but it will fall back to Johnny in the midfield. Walker has a shot. That's poor, straight over the bar. And we're coming up to the final few minutes here within the game. Can Bath City get a winner? Can Slough get a winner? Or will this stay as a 1-1 stalemate? We join now with Slough picking up the ball in their defensive third. And they look to play out. Bath City with only a couple of minutes to get a winner now. We really could do with this win to keep us going throughout the season. But it looks like Slough's going to be the team to get a last minute opportunity. The Bath defence have been caught sleeping. And that's off the woodwork. Bath City living on a lifeline there. It comes back through, but Bowen picks up Keto now. Can he pick up Fish? He can. What can Fish do from here? He plays it down the middle to Keto, but no one's in the box. Keto slowing play down, letting players join him in the attack. And that's the tilt, and that's Alves. And Alves off the bench, playing in his natural position out on the right, grabbing our last minute winner here for Bath City. And it's great to see that Alves getting some minutes in a natural position for him, so we can see what he can do. Calm and composed in the box, takes a touch and just smashes it past the keeper. Bath City 2-1 up now in the 90th minute. We do have 5 minutes of added time here. And can Slough do anything with that? They give the ball away cheaply to Danny. And here's Keto now on the wing into Bauman, who's not played too bad since coming on. And Keto will drive. Fish is going to be there, surely. And that's a good defensive header there. Here in stoppage time, Bath City find himself 2-1 up and on the attack. Gibbons will take the throw. He's running down the clock here. And it's into Alves, who plays it straight back. That's a ball in the box. Will Keto win that? No, he won't, but it does fall to Danny. Danny will whip that in. And that's deflected into the keeper's hands. This Bath City time now, we're going to go cautious for these last couple of minutes. Hoping Slough don't get another good opportunity against us. But that's Goddard out wide to Walker. Can Walker beat his man? He does. He gets the ball in. Danny at the back post defending well. Batten now. Bodies on the line stuff here from Bath City. And they just about clear it. And that's Tilson now. Keto finds himself in some space. He just needs to drive the line. Get the ball in. Alves. And it's a corner to Bath City. And Danny will stand over this. The first corner we saw was much better than what we've seen previously, barely beating the front post. What will Danny do here? Taking his time with it, running down the clock now. Bath City trying to ensure the win. Here comes the ball from Danny. But it falls to Gibbons. He has a poor effort. And has this left side to counter-attack? It has. That's a ball behind the back. He was offside there though. And it looks like we are going into full time with a win here. Hopefully. One more highlight, and that is the final whistle there. Bath City 2, Slough 1. And it does look like the changes we made with both personnel and the formation assisted us there, with Alves coming off the bench and scoring a goal. A good display from the team. Very well done with that result. Absolutely brilliant there. And you'll see we keep our position there in third. 1 point behind Maidstone in second. 17 points behind Dagenham in top. I keep saying it, they're going to be impossible to catch Dagenham. And that is going to be that super sub Alves. And we will quickly go over that tactic, which I kept a secret for this game as my secret weapon. Where the team lines up in a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress style formation. A flat back 4, defensive 2 in midfield, and then basically an attacking 4 there. And you'll see that in possession when we have the ball, Alves is an inverted winger so he can cut in as a stronger left foot, whilst Keto Diarra will stay as a winger to help drive the line with Greenslade. We have an advanced playmaker in Beardmore and a centre forward in Fish. But then when we drop out of possession, the wingers will drop back as wide midfielders, ready to counter-attack. That's their role there, a wide outlet midfielder. As a wide outlet, the wide midfielder is asked to avoid tracking back to help out the fullback behind them as much. Instead, they look to hold their position more in order to be in dangerous position for a counter-attack when the ball turns over. So I'm pleased with these back 6 so much, and they defend the ball so well, especially when I have Batten in here, that if I leave my wingers out here, ready to counter-attack, the second Batten wins this header, and someone picks up the ball, the options out wide should be there, ready to counter-attack. But we'll go back to the home screen now here, and we did briefly cover the league, where you see we're up in third, and our next game here is against Horsham, who are down in 7th in the league. So a reasonably big game there, but we do find ourselves 8 points ahead of 7th place, so we're quite comfortable where we are right now. So if you did enjoy the episode, please do leave a like, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.